Hey guys, what's going on? This is Leo back once again. I'm just gonna do another garage review of myself. So I guess it's a garage update, isn't it? A couple people have been requesting this, so I figure it's a good time to get it going, I guess. Why not, right? So for context here, the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ finals have just ended. You'll see how I did in that in a moment here. But as you can see here, we're going to start in the commons. So if we go through, you got the buses, of course. Two of these Peugeot 402 Darl Mats. Don't bother doing a 323 on these. It's just not a good time. 332 is just way, way, way better in basically everything. Got, again, 3 of these Alpha Spiders. They're actually really good for our Q10. I highly recommend maxing them if you get one. Or if you already have one and haven't maxed it for whatever reason. Going through, a lot of the stuff, if you've seen my old garage tour, it's kind of the same as it was, right? This thing, fantastic RQ saver. Definitely recommend picking one of those up if you don't have one. I've been maxing a bunch of Volvos because, I like them. I think they're cool. This 145 is first of the European Revolution that we will see in here. And that's the biggest change since the last time I did this, is that European Revolution is now out. Still 2 Firebirds. As you can see, I have plenty of Peugeot 203s from the Around the World event. I don't think I maxed any of them yet. Yeah, I didn't bother. They're not that great. But, I've got them. Why not? But, the commons, they're not why we're here, really. This little Volvo Amazon, I like this. This is new. It's something that I really enjoy. I like Volvos. I think they're my favorite of the European Revolution brands, which is a good thing because they're very common at all the rarities that they occupy. You may notice I still have not sold any of these Jags, nor do I plan to, because that is stupid. Do not sell prize cars, even if you want to. More updates, I guess. This Peugeot 301, pretty cool. I don't know. I haven't used it, but it's probably good, right? It looks good. I don't know. Again, more Jags. 3 Beats is a staple. I have not been focusing on a ton of commons here, so if you want more detail on anything, please just pause the video or ask me in the comments. I will definitely let you know. P1800, very cool style icon tag. I love all these Volvos. This thing actually seems good too, the 360 GLT, because it's medium, right? 7.979 medium. That's solid. Those are some nice stats for RQ18. 1800 ES. I mean, I like it. It's not that great though. But yeah, keep it going here. Still got the smarts. Love to see it. This GMC Safari actually got a buff, and it is now surprisingly good. I probably would max that out at 332 or 996, depending on how you want to say it at this point, because that 0 to 60 is actually pretty impressive. Moving on, we have the uncommons. Again, not a ton of change here. European Revolution has really mostly affected the higher end of my garage. Jags once more. I'm just trying to look through here, see if there's anything new. This Peugeot 405, definitely something you may not have seen before. I like to max all of the low rarity stuff that I can get from an update when it comes out. So, like if it can be maxed with commons, it's free game. This Volvo 440 GLT, once again. This is, actually I think this did, yeah, 2%. You can tell that I used this as a space saver in an event I probably should not have, can't you? But that is what it is. Plenty of staples here. Cadet GTE is fantastic. Um, you'll notice, you know, a few new additions too. This Peugeot E208 is actually pretty good. It's got similar stats to the now RQ30 Lancia Delta. Delta? I don't know. We'll get to it later. Do I have one? I think I have one. We might not get to it later. That's okay. There was a Lancia that used to be like RQ29 and it's now 30. So, you know, it had similar stats to this, but more top speed on the Lancia. So that's why this is 26. Great value. I definitely recommend picking one of those up if you have the opportunity to. Overall, though, you know, nothing too new. Still got 2 up GTIs. So those are still essential. I wish they weren't. I hate them so much. Couple of Twizzys, you know. It's all pretty standard uncommon stuff. If you got any questions, of course, leave me a comment. I'll get back to you as well, but... Oh yeah, I do have it is a Delta. Yeah, this thing. See, similar stats to that Peugeot E-Legend. The E-Legend actually has better 0 to 60, just less top speed, so that's a great value. But anyway, we're getting into some newer stuff here. This Maserati Mistral, I believe, is new. This is 323? Yes. That is definitely a recommended car. Really great RQ saver for drags, test holes, fast circuits. It's definitely solid. I've used it a fair bit now. It's Donkervoort S7, update car, you know. May as well make some update cars, right? Opel Manta 400 Rally, definitely recommend having a few of these as well, because it should be getting off-road tires in, I don't know, like, not like imminently, but like next corrections update, hopefully, so that would be nice to see, you know. You'll notice I do have some unmaxed rares here. They're projects. I just don't care. I'll max them if I need to, and I have them around because I either like the car or I think it could have been useful in a past event that I didn't care enough to max it for. This Volvo I actually like, but it's also really good, so I recommend maxing it. It's actually my next rare project. It gets down to, I think, 6.882 with standard tires and medium. That's really nice for 35. You can see the Defender 110 has been nerfed up to rare and a handling nerf since you last saw it in my garage. As such, I now no longer have 5 maxed, I only have 2. I sold off the other 3. So I don't think you need 5 anymore. This Jaguar XJ12 is new and I don't think I've ever used it. Well, I have used it once, but not exactly a ringing endorsement, I suppose. What else do I have to say here? GMC Denali XT, this one, I just want to note, this one is 323 or 969. However, 699 is the better tune for City Streets Medium. One of the very, very few rares and below that are actually worth considering 699. So, fun fact, I guess. Oh yeah, we skipped over this De Tommaso Vallelunga Competizione, which is actually really cool, because, like, so, you know, stats look okay, right? 5.285, not awful. What really sets it apart is that weight. It's so light, so it's definitely worth keeping around just for that. I'm sure it'll be useful at some point. Moving on, don't max this. You know, looking at it, right, you're thinking, oh, City Streets, it's a beast. You go in here, well, maybe not. It's just not very good for 38, unfortunately, which is a shame, because, again, I like the car. But, oh well, in any case, we're going to move on. All this stuff is, you know, it's just staples. You've seen it all before, right? This is really kind of an update video to my previous garage, and there's a lot more to get through, so here we are, getting into the super rares now. You can see the now RQ40 low ELR. Very good, though, still. Maybe even better now, because it's crazy stats for standard tires for the RQ. So you can see the SVXs are alive and well. Another new car here is the Peugeot 208 R2. This is 323. Pretty nice little handling car, actually. Sleek tires, kind of annoying, but for RQ41, those stats are pretty nice. Definitely pretty nice. E-Pace is another recent max out. That one is 323 as well. As you can see, there's actually a little bit of fuse material being built up in here, which is nice. We have the Donkervert S8A, which is, again, new. This one is 323, as you may have thought. I now have 2 of these Vauxhall Insignia Grand Sports. I maxed them for our qualifiers, you know, not too long ago. I don't remember which. And didn't end up using them, so that was cool. Otherwise, you know, the Subaru collection is alive and well. I will have an update on that as well later. But finally sold off my 233 Abarth 124 Spider. This one is now 323, the way it should be. The 233 is just awful. You don't want it, I promise. This is the newest super rare prize car, the Porsche 924 Carrera GTS. I will upgrade that eventually, as with the Stratos, which will also be upgraded eventually. But, you know, other than that, a lot of stuff you've seen before. Not a ton of new stuff in the super rares here for me. Yukon is new. It's decent. I would recommend it. I don't know. Silverado is now actually pretty good, so make of that what you will. A lot of stuff that you've seen before. This Peugeot Rally 504 is new, and it's actually a really cool car. This one is 969, as you would expect, 'cause it's an off-roader. It's not as good as the Datsun for the same RQ, but the Peugeot is medium, the Datsun is low, so as you can see. So it's got a niche. It's pretty nice. I would definitely recommend getting one just for the European Revolution off-roader, if nothing else. Anyway, moving on to the ultra rares. Oh boy, what's even new in here? I don't think we have much that's low RQ and new. Atom 1 might be new since the last time you saw this. That one is, of course, 969. But let's see. Well, what am I doing? Oh boy. If we keep going here, of course, we have the De Tomaso Pantera SI, which gets my vote for best picture from the entire update. This one is 699, and you know what? I've actually been using it a fair amount. Well, okay, I've been using it every chance I get, which is not that much so far, but I promise it's good. I've been enjoying it. What else is new here? Anything? Oh, I did max one of these BMWs out. Finally. It's a good car. Definitely recommend picking one up if you don't have one. You can farm them in the Yellowbird campaign if you're that far. But, yeah, definitely good. This Volvo V90 T8 all-wheel drive is good as well. I think this one... Did this one get finals use? I don't think it did. But it's useful enough. What else is in here? Of course, the De Tomaso Guara, the yellow one. These have just abysmal win ratios. Both of them do. They're both 233, 699. But they were both just basically loss takers for me in the events I used them for, and then they did very well as that. So I'd recommend at least having one. It's good. Finally got a second Escort Rally, as you may have seen in one of my previous videos, out of the Daily Reward Aluminum, which, you know, can't complain. Did max that. That's very nice. Got 2 of these maxed. Volvo XC90 T5, wonderful SUV, probably the best in ultra rare now, or very close. This Pontiac G8 GXP is stock, but I will be maxing that one to 699 eventually. Eventually. Anything else new? Yeah, RS200. I got a 699 one now, which is very nice, very good. I've been looking for one for a while. Anyway, we're getting into the real meat of the this update, I guess, which is going to be my epics and legendaries. So, as you can see here, the low end of my epics hasn't really changed all that much. I maxed out this F-Type rally car, which is pretty nice. This one is 969, as you would expect, again, for an off-roader. I have the Infiniti Q60, although I haven't maxed that yet. I did finally get a Defender Works V8, and that is maxed 969. Definitely a great car. This Impreza is new. Maxed that 969 as well. Like I said, the Subaru collection has had some updates. Pretty good stuff. This Volvo XC40 T5 similarly is new. Maxed that 969. Won me a prize car, so can't really complain, can I? But as we move on here, you see this Volkswagen Arteon is also new. That is 969, and it just won me a prize car. That's spoilers. Yeah. In any case, moving on. Let's see here. Got a few unlocked epics sitting around, chilling. A lot of stuff you've seen before. This Vanquish Volante, probably gonna max that later. It's pretty good. I do have two of these Volvo V60 T8 Polestars. They both have won me a prize car. One of them has won me two. This one is 969, and excuse me, the other, this one here, is of course 699. Moving on, we're getting really into some meaty stuff here. It's Peugeot 308R Hybrid, 699, and it too has won me a prize car. That was the Senna, I believe. A lot of this stuff pretty familiar. This Audi RS5 Cabriolet, also new, 699. It is now the, I believe, the highest RQ epic Audi that is medium on performance tires, other than the S8 Plus, which has been flagged for going low in the next corrections update. So I maxed that just for, you know, to be on the safe side with that. Spiker C8 Priliator is 699 and is beautiful, I must say. Looks great, both stats-wise and just look at it. I like that. As you can see, some of the triples got the triple bananas and the triple Evos. I think both of these 699 Evos are new, as well as the 996 banana. This KTM Expo RR has gotten a huge buff. It is not new, but man, look at those stats. That is 699. This BMW M760 Li is currently in its final fuse, up to 699. And this one here is a recent prize car contributor, and it is 969. I've gotten a tip, I guess you could call it, that the top speed may be too low for this car, and the MRA may be too low as well, or the 0 to 60 or 0 to 100. So it might be getting a pretty decent buff in the future, and it might be going legendary, so that's why I'm finishing out the second one. In any case, though, we are pretty much done with the epics. Moving on to the legendaries, of course. I do have now a second Superlight. I decided to do my second one 969, as it does win the hairpins, which I do use them a fair amount on, actually. Although I haven't really used this one at all. As you can see, 9 races, but so it goes. For legendaries, some of these you'll have seen already if you follow me on Instagram, link in description. I now have a 699 BMW 640i xDrive Gran Turismo to go along with my previously owned 969 version. Very, very useful cars. Definitely recommend those. I do have a Koenigsegg CC8S as well, which is currently at 121. It's not good. It's won me 2 prize cars, but like, take a look at this win ratio. Yikes. That's all I'm going to say about that. I have won the 959 Dakar. I believe I think I mentioned that somewhere here. I don't know. This Roof RT35 is a recent addition as well. A few days ago I got that. 4 days, yeah. That one's nice because I actually had a Roof RT35 a long time ago. But it was maxed. Yeah, it was. I finished it the day before. I kid you not. The day before the MRA got nerfed from its original like 110 down to like 80. It's now back up to like 100-ish. But I rage sold it after it got nerfed so soon after I finished it, and I regret that to this day. But so it goes, right? Can't win them all. Some more new prize cars, the Viper GTSR. You love to see it. You really do. What else is in here that's new? I think the Atom V8 we talked about. This Peugeot 405 T16 is another of the cars you would have seen maxed if you follow me on Instagram. 969 for the off-road aspect. I think it's going to be very, very good, especially if Hutch decides to rerun it soon, which I have a feeling they will. Just a hunch. Pirate BC, I did win that from the challenge. That is 111. But nice to have. What else? What else is in here? Oh, we're getting to it. Yes, I did. I did indeed win the Aventador SVJ. So that'll be a very nice car to have around. Really pretty cool. It is apparently pretty understated in-game, so I'm hoping it gets a buff pretty soon. And of course, the last of the cars you would have seen on my Instagram, my 233 Rimac Concept 1. It's just a beast. This car is a monster. I use it so much. In a month, I've used it almost 700 times. I don't have enough good to say about it, really. But, so, here's my breakdown by rarity. 148 commons, 111 uncommons, 102 rares, 106 super rares, 122 ultras, 94 epics, and 58 legendaries. If we switch that to fully upgraded, excuse me, breakdown by rarity, you can see right here, most of them don't change that much. It's really just the legendaries that drop significantly. Just under 1/3 of my legendaries are now maxed. But that's the way my garage looks right now, and I do have a special treat for you actually. If we head into manufacturers, I mentioned this, I hinted at this earlier. I am now down to missing just one. The 22B. I've got every other Subaru in the game. And what's more, if we head back into... Oh yeah, I got my daily reward, by the way. It's the Day 801 Carbon. I was going to save this, but I messed it up, so let's go. Yeah, let's see what we get. Maybe I'll max a second Denali, who knows. BMW Z4 and... alright, Jaguar XJ 5.0. Could be worse. Anyway, I guess now that we're in here, I'll finish this off with my pride and my joy. Subaru. They're all maxed, except that one. That's fused. And that one, that's also fused. But one of each maxed. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little look at the way my garage has evolved over the last, 4 or 5 months? 6 months? It's been a while. But yeah, if you want to see some of these things before they go live on YouTube, definitely recommend dropping me a follow on Instagram, link in the description. Otherwise, you know what? Stay safe. World's recovering, kinda, but still gotta be on your guard. And maybe subscribe if you feel like it. If you haven't, I don't know. I would like that. Ring the bell. Smash that like button. Thumbs up. And in any case, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Leo out.